Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to Plunked, another special edition here. My name is Emilio Bucks, one of your hosts of Plunked, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi, I'm Kristen Stats. How
Well,
are you?
good to see you, Kristen. What's going on? You good?
I'm all right, thank you. Always technical difficulties with me. I don't understand it. I can't
That's all
win.
good. They can't stop us now. Welcome to Plunk. This is the show where we celebrate two teams from one city. That city is the wonderful city of Chicago. Again, I'm Emilio Bucks here with Kristen Stats. And Kristen, let's just get right into it because we have a very special guest tonight. I like to call him now a friend of the pod. Now that he's been with us twice, so he's family now. He's not gonna be able to get rid of us.
That's right, whether he likes it or not. He's stuck.
Well, let's bring him right on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Plunk 670 The Scores and House of L's own Laurence Holmes.
Woohoo!
Thank you guys for having me back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to have you here, man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You heard how we said you're stuck with us, so sorry.
Oh, so this means I got to keep coming back.
Yeah.
All right. I'll figure out some time in my schedule.
There we go. That's what I like to hear, brother. That's what I love to hear. Put us on the rotation if you could.
You know what's really funny is that every now and again I get an urge to kind of do a bunch of podcasts, especially around this time of year because football season is coming up, and I'm kind of known for doing football stuff. And when Kristen sent me the invite, I was like, "Oh, well, that was right on time." I'm in my say yes mode right now.
There we go. We got you.
Timing was good.
On what is possibly the slowest sports week of the year.
Yes.
Yeah. We've been having a lot of discussions about this. I've been trying to figure out something to go in to this week. And I know that people, baseball's, got its own thing. I think that the WNBA should hold their Commissioner's Cup semifinal and final this week.
That would be a good idea.
That would be a good idea.
Like going forward, I think that's something that they should explore because the only people that seem to take advantage of this week is the SEC, and they just don't give a damn. Like I was down there last year for SEC Media Days, and I realized while I was down there, because I was excited, I'd never been. It was one of those things I wanted to kind of check off my list of things to do. And I realized, I was like, oh, Major League Baseball's All-Star Game is in the same city as the SEC Media Days, and the SEC doesn't care at all. Like they were in Dallas, and I mean, I know it's not technically the same city, but SEC was in Dallas and MLB was in Arlington. So I got to hang out with all of my friends that cover Major League Baseball. Shaquia Taylor, Clint Yates, Russ Dorsey. We were all hanging out, and they were like, "Are you coming to Home Run Derby?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna go listen to Kalen DeBoer come up with reasons why Alabama's gonna win 9 games this year."
Yeah, pressing matters.
Yeah. I had to live in the room of awkwardness because I'm sitting there, where the media are. Kalen DeBoer is up at the front of the room, and I look over. Nick Saban is in the back of the room.
What?
It was very awkward. It was super awkward.
he has that energy about him, right?
Yeah, it's like the old coach is in the back of the room on television.
Oh, wow.
So he was working for SEC Network, and they literally, like, it was so weird because the room was super quiet. So you could hear the SEC Network people be like, "All right, coach, what do you think Kalen DeBoer is going to say as he takes over for you as the head coach of University of Alabama?" So Nick Saban says something. They're like, "All right, let's go to Kalen DeBoer." And then they turned around to look dead in Kalen DeBoer's face. It was so weird, man. So weird.
Could you tell everyone else felt it was a little awkward?
Oh, yeah. And so it was my first time there. Like, I'm used to covering stuff, but we haven't, as a station, the Score hasn't really covered college football. And so I'm used to playoff games, NFL games. I've covered 3 Super Bowls. And so I'm used to the big event space. But I was talking to people who cover college football, and they were like, yeah, that was weird. And that was a really strange thing to have happen, and it was bizarre. But that's not why you guys called me here, to hear my dumbass stories.
Oh, yes, of course we do.
Actually,
they're not dumbass, but yes, we do want you to hear your
that's
story.
the part of, we like to nerd out here, and we like to know all the deets on everything. Yeah, it's all good, brother. So, man, let's get to it. Let's talk a little baseball. We're heading into the thick of the MLB season, now that we've gotten the first half or a little bit more out of the way, and All-Star break is upon us. Any surprises from this first half of baseball?
Yeah, for the 2 teams, well, I'll just say the one team because we know where the other team is at. But for the Cubs, to me, the surprise is Michael Busch. We saw PCA kind of turn the corner developmentally in the second half of last season. So while it's great, and I think that the level that he's playing at is surprising, I think that most people thought that was the type of player that was in there. With Michael Busch, there wasn't a lot of evidence. Right now, he's second in the National League in OPS. Second. The only person he's behind is Shohei Ohtani. So when we're talking about the Cubs, they've had incredible seasons from a lot of players. Obviously, PCA. Seiya Suzuki has been unbelievable. Kyle Tucker has been as good as advertised. But leading their team in OPS and second in the league is Michael Busch. And if you were going to tell me that he was going to be one of the guys that had a plus 800, OPS, I would have told you, no, I'm not sure I believe it. So as far as surprises go, I would say Michael Busch and what he's done very quietly.
Yes. Yeah.
Flying under the radar for sure.
And Matthew Boyd. Like what Boyd has done this year has been amazing. We've interviewed him twice on the show, and I think that he is the most, like, there are a bunch of likable guys on this Cubs team, but his story is so loved to like Cubs fans. This is a guy whose grandfather was a huge Cubs fan, and people had told Matthew Boyd that you got to play there. Same thing as Justin Turner. You need to play there for one summer and see what it's like. And to see that guy go from all of these injuries in his career to be 34 years old and then make his first All-Star team, to me, is one of the best stories in baseball.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. There have been no surprises on the South Side.
Maybe a little pitching.
Adrian Hauser has been a really pleasant surprise. He won't be on the South Side much longer. He won't be there in the next 2 weeks because they're going to trade him for something valuable. He's been pretty good. I will say I'm a little surprised and continue to be disappointed that Luis Robert hasn't come close to reaching his potential. Of all of the guys that the White Sox have had over the last 6 years, where we start to look at those guys and we say, are there any stars in here? I'm a Moncada truther. Okay. If he can stay healthy, I think he had a chance. But even now, like, he was having a good season for the Angels, and of course he got hurt.
Moncada in again. Yeah.
Right? That's how he rolls.
Yeah.
But with Robert, I said, oh no, this is it. This is the guy. And he just, for whatever reason, and it might be that he's playing, all of us have been in situations that haven't been perfect. The situation that Luis Robert finds himself in is so beyond that I can understand how it might weigh on you, that you were the worst team in baseball. Things were really bad. All of the guys that you came up with or were in the clubhouse when you got there they're all gone.
Mhm.
And some of their careers are over.
Gone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like if we go in the time machine, if the three of us go into the time machine back to 2022, where Tim Anderson is leading the league in batting,
Raking.
and go 3 years from now, he's not going to be on a major league roster by the All-Star break. And Eloy is going to be bouncing around the league and up and down between the pros and the minors. And Andrew Vaughn has been traded. And Moncada is gone. You know, all of these things that it's
And Abreu, your MVP is
Abreu's
been out of
retired.
baseball.
And the league retired him. He didn't retire on his own.
Right.
The league retired him.
And that was only 3 years ago.
It's only 3 years ago. It's
Seems like that was so much longer.
yeah, they put us through hell, Kristen. That's why.
Yeah.
It feels like it was way longer. Last year put 4 or 5 years on all of us.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Do you think Luis Robert can be saved? I mean, you're seeing Andrew Vaughn is hitting better since his trade to Milwaukee. Gavin Sheets is playing better, who also said he had lost his love for the game.
I can understand it.
I can understand. Do you think a change in scenery could fix Luis Robert? I mean, of course, could, should, maybe. Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I'm really happy for Gavin Sheets. I'm glad that he is. I'm also, before he got injured, I'm really happy for Reynaldo Lopez too. Mm-hmm. That was another guy that you looked at and you're like, man, he's got something, and he just needs to go someplace else. And then he found that in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I'm happy for Michael Kopech. He was more easily coached in LA than he was, because I don't have a lot of love for what the White Sox have been doing over the last couple of years, but I will say this. The stuff that Kopech is doing for the Dodgers is the stuff that the White Sox told him to do. Like, they told him, hey, man, you don't need to throw 102 on every pitch.
Right.
You can mix in a changeup every now and again. If you are going to throw 102, could you throw it in the zone? Like, all of the things that the Dodgers have told him to do and he's done, it seems like it's more easily received on a team with a bunch of MVPs and a bunch of World Series.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a shame.
That is 3 years ago.
So much
Never
talent.
saw any of this. Like, there wasn't a hint that all this was going to happen to all of them. You thought it was like just the beginning. These windows, well, everyone thinks that these windows last a long time, and we have
and
seen
that one World
Chicago.
Series is going to equal another one and another one,
and it does not. Like, yeah, we've seen both sides really, like that window of players that we thought were gonna keep going. And
Theo Epstein said this a long time ago, and he's right. Every opportunity to win a World Series is precious. Every season is precious. And for those of us who just love ball, the idea, like, if you're a White Sox fan, you've been sitting here knowing for the last 4 seasons, your team has zero chance of making the playoffs. Zero. And you live through the worst season, not just in White Sox history, in Major League Baseball history. Now, the Rockies are going to help you out in that regard. Yeah. They're terrible.
Oh, my God.
They said, hold my beer.
They are.
Get a crack at that record.
They are stinky bad.
They're almost terrible. Worse than, I guess they are worse than last year, the Sox.
Yeah, they're
on pace.
No, but like, even the look, is it really pathetic?
It's bad. It's really bad. But yeah, 4 years ago, to think that this is where White Sox fans would be is upsetting.
Do we know where the team is headed? Is there any clarity from the GM, from the organization, as far as a timeline where this team is headed?
A timeline is rough for the White Sox because they have not identified a position player star yet. And getting one to sign here is going to be difficult. They're going to have to grow a star. Maybe that's Miguel Vargas. We shall see. I don't have a ton of faith in Chris Getz. I do have some faith in Brian Bannister, though, who's the director of pitching for the White Sox.
Okay.
I think he's a genius, honestly. Like, he's a baseball genius. Here's the thing that scares me. Ordinarily, when you prove that you're really smart at baseball, other organizations come and get you.
Better organizations come.
Yes. And they go, hey, man, we get that you like the White Sox and everything, but how about we make you our general manager? Instead of you being the director of pitching, why don't you come be the GM? Or we'll make you our director of pitching and we're going to pay you a lot more than what the White Sox are going to be willing to pay you. So my fear is that they may have identified a really smart baseball person who is inside their organization doing great things. And someone's going to come and get them.
I would think so, because the White Sox pitching machine is effective. Like, the White Sox develop
can get
good pitchers. I mean, we trade them away once they get good because we can't keep them, or we're going to waste their prime.
Oh, do you mean like Garrett Crochet and Dylan Cease and Chris Sale?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, you mean three guys that were like all-stars and stuff? Like, guys are
traded away for. I mean, who did we get for Sale? Was that Moncada? Is that what?
Yeah, that was that whole group. That was that whole group. So think about that. You trade for Sale, and then you get all these guys back. And now all those guys are gone, and he's out here winning Cy Youngs. Like,
when you think about all that pitching they gave away, like, if you just would have kept them.
I'm very angry at the White Sox for the Garrett Crochet thing.
Garrett Crochet, Boston has a true ace. Garrett Crochet is a monster.
I can make an argument for trading Chris Sale. Okay.
Okay.
I can make an argument for it. I didn't necessarily agree with him, but I got it. Like, you were worried he was going to blow out his arm, and he did. He also came back from it. He had become a little surly in the clubhouse. Like to cut things up.
Cutting up uniforms.
Right. So I can hear that argument. The argument for trading Garrett Crochet is not a good one. He's 25 years old. He showed you that he has got ace-like capabilities. And while I think that they got a decent return for it, one of the hardest things to do is find a number one. And you had him. And you were just like, yeah, we know we're not going to be good for a long time, so we're going to trade him. And the crazy thing is that, let's say the time, like, this is what scares me, to get back to your original question about this. What scares me about whatever the White Sox timeline is that it should have been able to include Garrett Crochet. Let's say the timeline, let's be generous, okay? Let's say the timeline is 4 years before you're competitive. Garrett Crochet's 29 in the 4 years. That's still someone that you would want in your rotation.
Right.
That's someone who's at that point in the prime of their career, and you still moved him. So that tells me that they don't even think that they can be competitive in 4 years.
Wow.
And, I'm a Cubs fan, of course, but this is just even too bad for me. Because I'm not a Sox hater, but this is just bad.
It's too easy to hate on the White Sox, especially if you're not. I mean, it's easy for White Sox fans to hate on the White Sox. But I gotta get some history on this. we're all Southsiders. How did you end up a Cub fan?
Okay, because my father's a Cubs fan.
Okay.
But every one of my friends, they were Sox fans. So I tried to become a Sox fan. And so I would watch the broadcast and I was like, I just can't do this. This just isn't me. I tried though, because I was like, I'm on the South Side and I'm the only besides my brother and my father, because my mother's a Sox fan. So it's me, my father and my brother. We're the Cubs fans. And so I tried. I really did. I would watch the games. I tried to get into it. And I was like, I can't do it. I got to go back.
Okay. I mean, I get it. You just like, daytime baseball. And
I mean, that's what it was growing up. It was
I
a lot of
came home from
daytime
school.
baseball.
Yeah.
WGN.
Yeah.
look, when we were in college, I would go over there all the time. It's easy. It's 2 L stops.
Right. Yes.
You like, oh, okay, I can just go on, shoot on over there in like 8 minutes and go watch a game. Sandberg was my guy. I had 2 guys growing up. It was Sandberg and it was Fisk. Those were my 2 guys.
Okay.
So I understand it, but it's still a little weird. Not gonna lie.
And I usually say I'm a Southside Cubs fan. What? How?
All right. So wait, can I help you with your defense going forward on this?
Go ahead. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna be your attorney on this.
Okay.
You're a Southside Cubs fan. You have to remember that back in the day, 2 of the best Cubs who ever lived had to live on the South Side. Ernie Banks and Billy Williams lived in Chatham.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Okay.
So there it is. There were literal Southside Cubs back in the day.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pumping.
Thank you, Attorney Holmes. Appreciate it.
Right on. Here to help.
That's right.
And Billy Williams is my father's favorite player. So
See?
thanks. You got another career going. I mean, you have about 18 right now. So, just
There's a lot. I mean, law school was on the table before I left DePaul. Like there had been an LSAT taken.
Really?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a sliding door where I am an attorney.
Well, listening to you
A certain
on
day
the
a week,
radio
you're an attorney.
arguing, yes, you could have been a lawyer, definitely.
I think that whether you're talking about school teacher, talk show host, or lawyer, the qualifications aside, a lot of the things that go into those 3 jobs overlap.
True. And you're a teacher.
Yep. Found my way back into a classroom. And
very nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. And the beautiful thing is I like to call it being a scholar practitioner because I'm teaching what I do. And it's fun. Like it's fun. It is weird. It's weird to walk the hallways of DePaul University as a professor now. Like that's a very strange feeling to
how different does it look there?
Okay, so my classes are downtown. So I teach downtown, but I do go to Lincoln Park campus a lot. You would clearly recognize it, but there's some things that are the same. SAC is the same. Okay, that's the same pretty much. Okay. But everything else is, when we started, Alumni Hall was still there.
Right, that's true.
So now there's a student center that's there. There's McGrath Arena that's there. The way that the dorms look is mostly the same. Okay. Although I think Monroe has a different name now. Okay. But and there's a science building now in between SAC where the CAF is now a science building. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. So those are like the biggest changes that I can think of. It's still a little school under the L tracks, but
the CAF is where we would listen to Laurence when he was on the radio at school.
Listen, that's about as far as our signal went.
Yeah.
I remember I also did a show on DePaul radio. I did a hip hop show and you could hear it a block away.
You know what made me mad? Like, because I went to HF, and HF is, I don't know if you've toured it yet, Emilio, but HF has the highest powered high school radio station in the country.
Wow.
1,500 watts. It has a 20-mile radius.
Mm.
So if you're listening, you can listen to WHFH in Peatone. Okay.
Wow.
When I got to DePaul, and I was like, "What's our radius?" And they're like, well,
across the street.
We're 500 watts. I was like, I can build a 500 watt radio station. Give me 2 hours at Radio Shack and I'll come back here and get you 500 watts. But now they're mostly like online and Radio DePaul and Radio DePaul Sports they keep winning awards. So they're doing all this. Scott Viverman, who runs the program over there, does a great job.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's good. That's good. All right.
So getting back to the Cubs, if we could for a moment, do the Cubs have enough to compete for a World Series? What do they need to do at the trade deadline?
I think they need at least one more starting pitcher, and they need to address third base.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how Brujan is on a major league roster.
You sound like my father.
I mean, I think he's like a 445 OPS,
Ooh.
which is horrendous. And Shaw's not much better. And they thought they fixed him, and they didn't. That leg kick, like, this is what frustrated me. And I know that my baseball background is only amateur. It's DePaul Club. It's high school ball. It's Babe Ruth League. It's Jackie Robinson West, right? That's my baseball bona fides. But anytime that I've ever seen a guy with a high leg kick trying to make it in the majors as a hitter, unless you have got lightning fast hands, you are susceptible to all sorts of inside pitches and being literally ass out when you swing.
It just seems like a timing nightmare for a hitter.
Yes. And I think that something like that can be fixed. I just don't think it can be fixed inside of a season. That's the type of thing where the season ends, you call that guy into the office and you go, I want you to look at this. This is how you swing. And we tried it your way and it doesn't work. We want you to spend the entire offseason rebuilding your swing from the ground up. And from the reporting, Sahadev Sharma said that when he went back down to the minors, he didn't try the new stuff until 2 days till he got called back up. That doesn't seem like sufficient enough time to make the corrections that you need to make.
And clearly we're seeing that.
That's what it looks like to me. I think that there's a ball player in there. Like, I'm not ready to give up. Like, he's not Nick Madrigal. Like, I'm not ready to give up on Matt Shaw. But it's going to take an offseason, at least an offseason, to get him to wrap his head around the idea of this is not the minors. You're not going to be able to just kind of like slug your way here. Like, pitchers are they understand your weakness and they're going to take advantage of it.
Would you, if you're ready to make a trade, I know we're going to talk about trade possibilities. If someone asked for him, do you hold on to him?
It would depend on what I was looking for. I think the Cubs are in position. This is a bold statement I'm about to make, and I know that there will be Cubs fans who don't want me to say something like this because I'm me, right? I don't think there's a team in the National League that's better than them. And if that's the case, then you need to do everything you can to win the National League and get yourself into the World Series.
Yep.
So that means if you have to give up Matt Shaw, knowing that he's still a project, I think you got to do it. I think you got to go all in this year, right? I feel like, and look, with the situation that Jed's in, where it's his last year too, And he's going to get paid because, I mean, this team is 18 games above 500. They clearly made the right move in hiring counsel. Like, Jed's going to get his paper. But if this feels like if ever there was an opportunity, because he's a pretty even keel president of baseball operations. Like, he doesn't go on whims. Like, he's very pragmatic. This is a time where I think it's okay for him to not be. This is a time where if he wants to get greedy and he wants to make a statement, I'm all for it this year from Jed.
I mean, we just talked about windows closing quickly and unexpectedly, like that White Sox window and even that Cubs after the World Series. Like, you didn't think that it was going to get that bad either. So I don't think you play around with it.
I don't either. I think you go for it because, look, I've been underwhelmed with Dansby Swanson, but he's
been very nice.
He's an excellent defensive shortstop. He's excellent.
He's your late inning defensive replacement.
Great hair.
His flow is unmatched. Like that is not even in question. Okay. But his power has come back a little bit this year. But we're now in the middle of his deal, of his 7-year deal, and no one is expecting him to get better. Like, this is the part where the guy gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take advantage of all of this stuff now.
Yeah. Yep.
So go and do what you need to do to give you a fighting chance. It's a coin flip. You know, the playoffs are rough that way. Like, I think that we need to celebrate more teams that win divisions, because the 162, the grind of a 162 is so impressive. And, you know, if you run into 2 really good starters, your season can be over.
Yeah.
True.
So it's such a,
and we see it every year.
Yeah. My old partner, Dan Bernstein, used to say, and I think he's right, that the regular season determines who's the best team. The World Series determines who was best in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And those two things are different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, true.
Rarely match.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Dodgers. Like, with all the money that they've spent, there's 2 World Series in a decade where they've dominated the league.
Yeah,
they've only won twice.
It's true.
And needed Ohtani for the second one.
I just hope they don't. Okay, so, well, I'm sorry, Dansby Swanson. So this year I tried to lead with love because I am always on. He's like Patrick Williams for Bulls fans. And I find that Dansby was like our Carlos Boozer signing, like the Bulls, you know, couldn't get any. Well, we got to get somebody. We'll get him. I know he's great defensively. But so I tried to lead with love this year, and he was good at points, but my love isn't working for him anymore. So they got to do it before he gets worse. And usually, like, when you win a championship, there's always that unexpected player that's playing out of his mind. And right now that's Michael Busch. So like things are lining up. There's still no guarantee. Of course, we know that, but things are lining up. I just hope that they don't go cheap, or like, we don't want to give up anybody, because you also don't know what those prospects are going to do. Like someone famously said, I think it was Dan McNeil or whatever, prospects are suspects. So you don't even know if they're going to be that good. And while you have this, what you called probably the best team right now in the National League, you got to go for it. I hope they allow him to go for it.
I think they will. I think the idea of re-signing Tucker during this period is folly. That's not happening.
Okay.
If any of us, if all we had to do, if all any of us had to do was make it through the next 65 games without a horrific injury, and at the end of it, there was going to be $600 million. That's all you got to do. He might end up back on the Cubs, but I think he goes to market. I think that
I think
he allows people to be like, hey, how would you like $600 million? I would like that very much.
Oh, I mean, and do you blame him?
No, not one bit.
He's probably the reason why I gets to play in the field so much. He's like, yeah, I need to sit down for a minute. I got 600 million ride.
If you watch him play right field, he plays right field like a guy that knows he's got $600 million coming his way if he just stays healthy, because we know he can hit.
Yep.
Yes. That is so true. He probably is like, I just got to make it through this season.
You know what he's like? He's like, Pete got it. Go, Pete.
Right.
You got it. That's what he did at the All-Star game.
All-Star game.
Pete, you got it. All right.
Let your young ass run around this field.
Right. You still got time before you can get 600 million. You go
That's
fly
right.
around. There's
I'm
gonna
trying to get paid.
be a bunch of balls falling in front of me because I'm not diving.
That's right.
That is so true. But they need pitching. How do you feel about their bullpen? Do you trust?
I never trust bullpens. Okay. I think it's like alchemy almost. Like putting together a good bullpen is so difficult. You never know. And it's a sad like truism, but the passing of Bobby Jenks, it lets, like, if we think about what 2005 was, it was like, oh, the White Sox have this guy from Japan named Shingo Takatsu, and Shingo throws a pitch called the Frisbee pitch, and that worked for like 2 months, and then it didn't work again, and then they were like, well, we got Dustin Hermanson, so we're gonna bring him out, and he's gonna close games for us, and that worked for the next 2.5 months. And then his back gave out, and they were like, give me the A-ball guy, the guy who throws 100. Give me him, and we'll figure something out. 3 different closers for a team that won, 99 games, romped and stomped their way through the playoffs and won a World Series. So we always think at the beginning of a season that a team has put together a championship bullpen. Mm-hmm. But shit happens.
Yeah.
Guys get hurt. Guys have a bad week. You figure out that this guy is better suited for the 8th inning instead of the 9th inning. You know, when they signed Ryan Presley, you were thinking, oh, there's their 9th inning guy. Mm-hmm. And he had a couple of moments where he fell apart. Now, overall, he's actually been pretty good. But Palencia is out here throwing 102. Mm-hmm. And he seems to have fixed some of the wildness that plagued him. I still think that he needs a third pitch. Mm-hmm. But for right now, he's getting people out. And Craig Counsell's doing exactly what a good manager should do. He's like, let me look at the particular situation that we have, and I'll figure out from day to day how I'm going to make this work. Who's getting the high leverage situation, who's not. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So I caught the show, I think your show last week, and you were in Vegas.
Yeah.
We were switching gears to a little summer league action. Let's flip to a little basketball if we could.
I thought about this on the drive home today because, it was beautiful in Chicago today. Mm-hmm. And I looked down at my dash, and the dash said 68 degrees. And in my mind, I was like, a week ago, when I landed in Las Vegas, it was 50 degrees warmer than this.
That's too hot, brother.
That is.
Yes, it's too hot.
That's too hot. That's too hot.
And I truly don't mind how I do spend a lot of time in Phoenix. But when we get to like 115, that's like, that's not even like people who live out there. And at one point I had a place out in Phoenix. People who live out in Phoenix, certain parts of New Mexico, Nevada, certain parts of California, what they try to tell you, dry heat, right?
Right.
for the most part, they're telling the truth. 90 degrees at night in Phoenix is different than 90 degrees at night in Chicago.
Absolutely.
90 degrees at night in Chicago is oppressive.
Yes.
90 degrees at night in Phoenix actually feels all right. But there's a threshold, and I'm not sure what it is, but I would say let's call it the GCI threshold. If it's above 107.5, it is
nice call.
outside doing stuff,
whether it's dry or not, dry heat or not, right?
Dry heat or not. If I put your ass in the dryer and set it to 110 degrees, it would not feel good.
No.
Dry or not.
No.
So you have to combat that. It's weird. Like being out in the desert in the summer is like being in Chicago in the winter a little bit, where you're just going from place to place. You're trying not to spend any time. Yes.
Hang out outdoors.
You're not trying to be outside at all. But there's some stuff that you just can't overcome. Like I parked the car on Friday at the Thomas and Mack Center, and it's a 3-minute walk from the garage to the front door. And I got into that place, and Vinny Goodwill hugged me, and he was like, "Are you hot?" I was like, "Yes, I'm hot." I was sweating buckets because the sun hadn't gone down yet, and it was a mess. But as far as the basketball goes, it was I thought it was a good trip. It was another one of those things where I had not done this before. I had never gone to summer league. So I went, and I'm glad that I did. Like it was interesting to see all the NBA people. It's a fun party. I do think that they need to consider some other cities for summer league, but people like to get down in Vegas. And I was kicking it with a friend of mine. We were at the Aria, which is basically on the other side of town from Thomas and Mack. We're at the Aria, and I look up, and there's Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones just over there in love, just holding hands and walking around the casino and all that stuff. The Bulls are also a long way away. I hate to tell you.
You don't have to. I'm already knowing.
They're a long way away. And the young boy, Noah Essengay, I was telling my guys on my show, they had asked me when I got back, they were like, "All right, so how Essengay look?" And I said, every time I looked up, he was on the floor. People were just like, boop, and he was on the floor.
Oh, no.
And so when he got dunked on,
that picture,
I was like, I'm so not surprised, because he wasn't getting dunked on, but people were just kind of moving him out of the way,
bodying him.
Wow.
The kid's only 18, right?
He is. He got a lot of growing to do. Incredible wingspan. He tries. Like, here's what I'll give him credit for. Like, we're all gonna make fun of him because of the dunk. Okay.
Yes, we are.
But at least he tried to defend the rim.
Okay.
Okay.
He could have run out of the way, and he probably should have run out of the way.
Right. In hindsight, I bet he wish he had.
Yeah, because that man has been in this country 2 weeks, and he is now a meme.
He's well known. He has achieved
a
level of stardom that most of us will never achieve in our lives. Just
the face, the look on the face.
That
face.
It's wow. It's magnifique. You know, like.
I was like, how did that face get so perfect for this shot?
Eyes rolling in the back of his head. They should
just use that meme just to describe the entire bull season. That's gonna be the entire bull season.
It's weird though, because
Frank needs to hit the gym.
It is crazy because that boy Modest want a ball. Like he wants to play, and he looks like he's put on a good 10 pounds of upper body muscle.
Okay.
So that's encouraging, but that's pretty much all I can tell you. The kid they got from from Australia. I was not impressed. He seemed a little slow. Like his feet were in cement a little bit. So there's still a ways to go. They think that they can compete. I was talking to some Bulls people while I was there. They look at the injuries, and you see Dame now is back with Portland, but they see the injury to Dame. They see the injury to Jason Tatum. They see the injury to Tyrese Halliburton, and they go, why not us? Like, why can't we be the 5th seed? But the thing is that they're probably not still going to be it's whatever.
Well, it can't be because
play in at best.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think 7 and a play-in or a couple play-in games is as good as they can possibly be.
Do you think they're not going to trade anyone else? They're going to torture the other ones that are there?
Vooch's contract, from what I'm told, is difficult to move.
Wow.
And now everyone in the NBA is scared of the tax of going into the second salary apron. And so the Josh Giddey thing is on hold too, because he thought he was getting $30 million a year.
Yeah, right.
But here's the thing. Is anyone else bidding against the Bulls? And right now, the answer to that is no. So at the very least, the Bulls have not bid against themselves.
Okay, so how sad of an organization are you that you had to? That is the silver lining. At the very least, they weren't stupid this time.
I said what I said.
Laurence, Bear Down wants to know why we don't draft dogs anymore, just marshmallows.
Let me tell you something, Bears Down. You are onto something. I actually asked that question of someone in the Bulls organization. And I was talking about like the idea of they definitely want to have an identity. I don't want to say it's the same as like the old Tibbs teams. They definitely want to be tougher and more defensive minded. And so my question is like, why haven't you gone and gotten those? They seem to, if you look at the trend, they seem to want to bet on youth and athleticism. Modest looks like Essengay. You know what I mean? Like they're these young, long guys that will run all day, and you figure you can kind of teach them the basketball stuff. Now, Modest took to it. I think Billy Donovan actually did a great job with Modest in year one. Modest would mess up. He'd take him out of the game. Yeah, and Modest had to earn his minutes.
Yeah, he did.
But at some point, this is a league, and I know that you can make it the argument that the Pacers don't have a star. I'm sure Pascal Siakam would probably bristle at that, and maybe Tyrese Halliburton too. But I wouldn't say that either one of those guys is top 20, maybe top 50, but they were able to get to the finals without what we think of a traditional star. I think that the Bulls don't have enough really good players. Like the only way you can do that is if you have a group of really good players. And I don't think they have that. And I wish that they were locking teams down on defense. But whether it's Modest, who's still learning, who I still have a lot of faith in, this kid Essengay, who most people believe is a 3-and-D guy, or Josh Giddey, who doesn't want to play any defense. He's not interested. He is a rec league player, man. It frustrates me to no end. He's just like, oh, okay, they scored. All right, take the ball out. We'll go down the other end and we'll score too. They keep telling you that they want toughness, but they don't go get it. Now, this is a philosophical argument, I think, all the way around basketball. Do you draft young guys with potential or older guys who have production? And the league is in a weird place right now because now it's frowned upon if you were at your school for 3 years. And if you, God forbid, you're Walter Clayton Jr. or some of these other guys that played so well in the tournament, and it's like, oh well, you were in school 4 years, so clearly you're not an NBA prospect. And you keep drafting guys on potential. Patrick Williams is if we were playing 2K and you were in create a player mode, you'd want it to be like Patrick Williams. Oh, he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. What else does he do? Well, he can defend, he runs the floor, and he can shoot over 40% from three. All right, that sounds good to me. Are there any drawbacks? Yeah, he's very passive. And even though he's got a Maserati motor, he doesn't want to hit the gas on it at all.
The heart of a Care Bear.
Cowardly lion.
Lion.
But you look at the back and the choice to draft him, and you go, you drafted a guy that didn't start on his college team because of potential. So I don't know what the right answer is, but I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. And I feel like the Bulls have been on the extreme end of the spectrum where they're like, give us traits, give us a guy with traits, and we'll teach him the basketball. And I think that you need to get some dogs. Show me some guys that can play. Show me guys who were productive players in college or in the league that they play in overseas. Show me those guys. And they just continue to be like, no, we'll just go with we'll just go with the guys that look good as far as the traits go. Because Essengay, like that guy's wingspan, I think it's like 7'4". Like it's ridiculous. But if he's just going to get pushed around,
yeah.
And it's going to be a while before he even puts on the weight.
Or he grows into a man body.
And he really can't shoot. And
yes,
I want production.
And by the time you do all of that, it's going to be time to re-up him.
Yes.
And that's how you end up in the Patrick Williams situation.
And then
where you got to the point where you were like, I still think there's an all-star in there.
And we put so much into him already. Yeah.
Yes. The sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And battling with Bronny.
I saw Bronny James against Cooper Flag at Summer League, and Cooper was trying to give him all the business. Cooper Flag called clear outs 3 times.
Really?
Against Bronny.
One-on-one with Bronny.
And everyone moved out the way. It was awesome.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to like profile yourself, that's a good person to get, because whether Bronny's good or bad, you're going to get attention.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing about Cooper Flag, and he might be the only person who's ever done this, he called a clear out against LeBron too last year during the U.S. Olympic team's run, because he was on the U.S. select team. And so he was out there giving the pros some work. That's how he vaulted up to number 1. Because people were like, did you see him on the U.S. select team? He wasn't afraid of nobody. But I see Cooper Flag and I go, dog.
Yeah.
That guy's not scared.
Right.
And he tried to dunk everything in the Summer League game. Everything. First play of the game, he got the ball and tried to dunk. He was out here like, I'm putting people through the rim.
Wow. He's acting like number 1 pick.
Acting like a number 1 pick who's not afraid. And I like that.
There you go.
I know Modest isn't afraid, but then
Modest another one that be trying to dunk on people, and I love him for it.
Yeah, he does.
I'm willing to say Modest got some dog in him.
100%. There's some
dog in him.
for a dude from Naperville, he absolutely got some dog in him.
Some city attitude.
He does. He does. And then there's the rest.
Yeah. I mean, Kobe got dog in him, and so do Io.
Well, yeah, they do. But
like Io, maybe not as talented.
Yeah.
That's and his career is already success in my book. A second round pick that got to the second contract. Like that's a success in my that's the Bulls should count that as a victory.
True.
That they drafted and developed him, a rotational player who made it to free agency and people wanted him.
They don't have anyone, okay, as they're doing this rebuild, restructure, whatever they're doing. It's another team in Chicago that I don't really know what they're doing. But they don't have anyone, like, who's the person that you build the team around? They don't have that. Is it Modest?
I think they think it's Modest. And we'll find out. You know, like, I still leave space for a guy like that who's willing to put in the work. Maybe you can grow a superstar, because that's the sad part is that here we are, 27 years after Jordan, and no one wants to come here.
Yes, still.
It's weird.
Still.
It's almost like it was the best thing that happened to us and the worst.
Yes.
That is like the Obama presidency was like the best thing and the worst. It led to the worst times ever.
Yep. Yep. That's a different podcast, though.
That is a different podcast.
We can get on that one. We'll have to call that one something different. And the Bulls have had good seasons in between where they were just missing a piece, and that piece would not come.
Yeah, getting a secondary scorer for D Rose would have been nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know he wanted to roll with Keith, but no.
Yeah.
And Rip Hamilton wasn't the answer.
Nope. Sure.
After that, it was just over. After that, the window closed.
Oh my gosh, my God.
The window closed 10 years ago, and no one's come close to being able. It's been painted shut.
It has. It has. It has. We had that moment. We had that moment of joy when Lonzo was healthy. And they were good. It was like, oh, maybe not championship, but it was like, oh my gosh, good playoff. Okay.
They were the number one seed.
Yes. And then ownership never thought maybe we should get another point guard, because that's the reason why this three people worked well.
Yep. They were not interested in finding another point guard, even though it was the most probable outcome was that Lonzo was not going to come back.
Yes. Yes.
And they allowed 2 more seasons to happen.
And then it became the three can't play together. They were playing great when there was a point guard.
Yep. And then there's Alex Caruso. Like, now he's got another championship.
Did you hear that they said they were unretired number 23? No, I did not hear that.
What was that? NBA Centel? Was that NBA Centel or something putting that out there?
I believe that they would ever do
that's
that.
never happening.
That would never happen. I mean,
I also think LeBron wouldn't wear it.
No.
Yeah, he'd come and wear like,
oh my gosh,
24 or something.
I mean, people can't even wear number 1. So imagine someone trying to wear number 23.
Yeah.
Because that was our last. 23 is our last. Nope.
Yeah, you can't wear 23. You can't wear 33.
No.
You can't wear 1.
You can't wear 1. You can't wear 2.
2.
Like,
no, there's just some numbers. No. And LeBron's never going to come here anyway. Look at this trash. He's never going to come to this.
No, you don't want to do that if you're LeBron.
No. I mean, you're still chasing championships. That ain't happening if you come here, unless you bring 4 other players with you.
Why would you, if you're him, do that? No. Like it wouldn't make any sense at all.
The time if you were going to do that is when D Rose was here.
Yeah.
And we all know, and then players love to use the Bulls. Like, why are the last time someone tried to use the Bulls, then Pat Riley called his bluff. And so then he got all that money to just waste his time here.
We like to call it the Chicago leverage. That's our new favorite team in town.
The Chicago leverages. Get them to jack up the price.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to Chicago. Okay.
No, you're not. Then we start getting excited. You're not coming here.
I mean, and they've been doing that since McGrady and Duncan and Grant Hill back in the day.
Yeah,
The
Benny the Bull
Chicago,
out at the airport.
the Chicago leverage. Carmelo, the Chicago leverage.
Yeah.
I'm told though that Melo was actually closer than most people to signing. He was one of the few people that was like, you know what, this could work.
And then it did.
Then it didn't.
Then nothing. Well, speaking of then nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of then nothing, training camp. Training camp is starting.
There's going to be something. Weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go up there a couple times.
Okay.
To check out practice. This should be a fun year. I've been watching the show Quarterback on Netflix. I highly recommend that every Bears fan watch it.
Okay.
Because Jared Goff is one of the 3 quarterbacks that they check in on, and learning what Ben Johnson is like as a coach and a play caller, I think is good homework for Bears fans.
Okay.
They say coaching matters, and I think we're about to find out, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, this is where we get to find out if Caleb is going to take to the coaching and how quickly he's going to take to the coaching.
Do you still have belief in Caleb?
Oh yeah. I don't see how you couldn't. You look at the numbers.
Some people don't for whatever reason, but I hear you.
Yeah.
You look at the numbers last year and realize he kind of did it on. He basically was his own coach last year. And had a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. It's pretty good.
All that pressure, and he did not throw interceptions.
Two OCs.
Three
OCs. Two head coaches.
I mean, I know anything can get worse, but it has to be better. It has to be better.
It can be worse, but I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it'll be better. The question is how much better and how quickly. No. And I don't know the answer to that. The job description of expert play caller, offensive coordinator is different than head coach. And people tend to forget that part. They think, just hire the smartest offensive mind out here. Well, I don't know if he can coach a whole team. And that's something that we all are going to find out together. We're all going to find out if Ben Johnson knows what he's doing. I think the early reviews are really good. He seems to run a tight practice. He doesn't suffer fools. He makes guys do stuff over. And that's important.
It's definitely what this young team needs.
Yeah, and I've heard when you were on the show with the guys that who you think is gonna have a great year is a gentleman who had a little rough stretches last year.
Yeah, Tyreek Stevenson. Yeah. I think he's gonna have a bounce back year this year.
Okay.
I think that he is playing, from what I know of Dennis Allen defenses, he's the perfect play. Like, he and Jalen Johnson are perfect corners for what he wants to run. I think that guy was embarrassed last year. I think that he knows he messed up royally. And this is just a better fit. He's going to play a lot more man coverage, which is what he was doing when he was at the University of Miami. So this is a much better fit, and we'll see if it works.
I hope so. Oh my gosh.
I think we all. I know he hopes it.
Oh my gosh. He better not get dumb penalties again.
Or just
talk to fans.
Yeah, talk to fans while the most important play of the game is going on
behind them.
Turning point.
That was when it all ended, man. That game. That was when it all went down.
That was, oh my gosh.
That was it right there.
Can't do that. So, before we let you go, And again, thank you for joining us. I don't know if you're celebrated enough in this city, and you were voted the #1 sports radio host in the city.
Yeah, that's pretty
second
dope.
year in a row? How many years in a row?
2 years in a row, 3 out of the last 4.
Take those flowers, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very nice. The Athletic does a poll every year on a lot of different subjects of sports in Chicago. And I think it was like 5,000 votes or whatever. So to be named that again is with all the really good talk show hosts that are at my own station, talk show hosts that are really good at 1,000, sports talk hosts that are good at, WGN. It was really cool to be #1. Like that's
absolutely, man.
Yeah, you
can smile. You can smile.
It's very cool it's been a really good year.
As I say, you won some other awards, right? This in a year span?
Yeah, I won a Lissa Gore Award for my interview of the mayor.
Yeah, yes.
Last year.
Nice.
That was good. That was
good.
If you haven't checked it out, you gotta go check out House of L.
Yeah, it was a good interview. And in the ratings, we've done really well. So as far as work goes, like it's been a reaffirming type year that I'm doing the right stuff. Good. And it's important to help you like keep going to know that you're breaking through.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I joke about being the people's champ, and to hear that the people
you are the
people's champ on that is pretty dope.
Rock with you. People definitely rock with you. We definitely rock with you here at the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, as well as Plunked and Bullspit. Friend of the family, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Laurence Holmes.
Thank you guys so much. So wait, I didn't get the final tally on the liquor car. So
okay.
What you got? Because I got cut off.
Yeah, because Kristen promised me drinks. So
I have.
Okay.
I have whiskey. I have tequila. I have a lot of wine, champagne. I don't have any vodka anymore because I drank all that. And then I have like other little drinks. I have lots of drinks.
All right, I gotta drop you off some Remy Martin.
Okay, there you go.
Because I have all sorts of Remy, because those are my peeps on my pod.
Oh yes.
So I got like all sorts of Remy.
Yes, thank you. So I need to like go shopping and add lots. Not that I'm gonna drink it all, but for others and just decoration.
For decoration.
My problem is I can't keep my bar because I keep, drinking all of the shit,
Yeah.
Do you have a bar, Laurence?
It's funny. I actually have a table that's not too dissimilar. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, I found this little table at a little a consignment store. And I was like, I love that. And I just made it my little bar.
Bar cart. Nice.
So I like all sorts of stuff. Like I love like Remy and ginger ale. Remy and ginger beer is excellent. Remy sidecar. I'm a big rum guy. So I have all sorts of rums from like all over.
Okay.
I like a good tequila. I love a great marg. I'm not as much of a wine guy anymore.
Yeah, me either.
The acid reflux from that is not fun,
Especially that red
yeah,
wine.
And I prefer red over white. So
me too.
But yeah, I got a cute little bar cart, and I have like rum from Hawaii. I have rum from the Dominican, rum from Puerto Rico, rum from Haiti. Like there's all sorts of different rums.
Nice.
And I love it. Like honestly, I don't drink a lot. Strangely enough, like my bar is full for someone who doesn't drink.
Well, that's how you keep a full bar, by like not drinking too much.
It's your decoration.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And so it really is decoration for you.
That's good.
I will literally, I have this rum called, I think it's Kula from Hawaii. and I'm down to like a couple. I only have a few more shots left of it, but it smells so good.
Really?
That if you open it up and just smell it, it's better than even having a drink. You're just like, that smells amazing.
Kula. All right, I'm gonna look that up.
It's in a great bottle too. The dark Kula, Kula. That rum is top notch.
Now, are you just drinking that in shots, or do you have something with it? Or
I'll occasionally mix it. You know, I'm not above a fruity drink. Like I'm really not. I'll do pineapple juice and a little bit of rum and some grenadine. I'll do that. Like I'm not above it.
No problems with the umbrellas in your drinks.
No, man. You want to bring me a Mai Tai? I will drink it.
Right. I'll drink something right out of a coconut.
And had you brought me a Mai Tai in Phoenix last week, I would have been really happy and super dehydrated.
Yeah.
Quite ill.
What's on tap for you? What do you have coming up?
The Spiegel and Holmes show every day, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 on the Score. My podcast is called House of L. So whatever audio platform you're on, Spotify or Apple, you can check it out. I also have a YouTube page for House of L, which is now, strangely enough, mostly football, because the algorithm seems to think that my podcast is just a Bears podcast, which it is not. So the non-Bear stuff, I keep audio only, but I throw the Bear stuff onto YouTube as well. Football season's coming up. We're going to have incredible programming on the Score, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. Like my quarter at DePaul is over. Okay. So it's nice to take a break. My students are incredible, but they wear me out. They are still hitting me up, and I'm trying to get all of them hired. So I'm doing my best to try to help each and every one of my students that wants to help to try to get it. But that's it. Like that's I have on tap the rest of the way a summer of trying to just be appreciative and kind of live in the moment and do some stuff that I haven't done before. And it's been paying off. Like the summer league trip was amazing. Like I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like that over the life of my contract. I have it in there where I can do more stuff out in the field.
Nice.
And that's where I'm comfortable. You know, like I love doing a talk show, but my background is in reporting. So I want to start being where the action is a little bit more.
Nice.
You want to like write more and stuff like that?
No, I don't want to write. No, I'm done writing.
Okay.
I'm done with that. But
you just want to be there.
Yeah, I want to be. There are things that you can pick up. You know, you do your best. You read, you talk to people, you send text messages. There are just things that you can pick up when you're there. There are encounters that you can have when you're there that are impossible to have in any other scenario. Like being in summer league, I talked to all sorts of NBA people because they were right there and they weren't doing nothing. So
are they just as confused about the Bulls?
Yes.
Oh God, it's a league-wide joke.
Everyone's confused about the Bulls.
The Bulls are.
Well, at least we're not alone.
No, we're not alone.
Do you guys, and then I know I said I was gonna let you go. Do you and Spiegel ever go anywhere and do shows?
Yeah, we go to Circa in Las Vegas. That's actually where I stayed. Okay. We go out on the road and do remotes. We were in Lindenhurst a couple months ago, and that was pretty cool. I'm most comfortable in a radio studio.
Okay.
I'm working through some of my issues with like being around too many people. Like that is a thing for me that I'm trying to work through. So I usually prefer to do the show from the studio. But Circa, I think we're going out there for Bears Raiders.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
That'll be nice.
And that could be wild because that's the same weekend as the last weekend of Major League Baseball.
Oh.
So we could have a Bears game and a Cubs clinch.
Oh my gosh.
On the same day.
That'll be good.
All right.
City. Great.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for that.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're gonna call you back on.
You know, I'm a White Sox fan, but I want to see somebody win.
Ain't no party like a Chicago party when a team wins a championship.
Oh,
For real. For
really?
real.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
True.
All right. Well, thank you again, my brother. Let me ask you, you a fan of music?
I am.
All right. I got something for you. I'll send something to you offline. An event.
Okay.
See if you can check it out here in Homewood.
What is it? What genre?
It's hip hop.
Okay.
It's I have a band. We're performing. Give you a little invite. Come check it out if you're in the area.
Hassan's in it too.
The Phenomenon?
That's right. I forgot you know Hassan.
Hassan and Yogi.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's all the DePaul people.
All right, I have to check this out.
All right, for sure.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us.
All right, man. We appreciate you. Once again,
No problem.
Laurence Holmes. Thank you, Laurence.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Once again, that was Laurence Holmes from 670 The Score, as well as the podcast House of L. Always a lot of fun having him on the show, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, he has so many stories. He's hilarious.
I bet. I see why he's voted number one in the
Number
city.
one for People's
He's doing
Champ.
good things. He's quite an entertainer.
So you need to tell people where to go check out Senior Class Music.
Senior Class Music can be reached at all of your favorite streaming digital platforms, from your Spotify's to your Apple Music to Amazon to Tidal even. Senior Class, Emilio Bucks, Black Eye, Hassan Phenomenon, we're all in there. Verbal Agreement. Come check us out. Good music.
Good music.
All right. Well, with that being said, we will be back. We didn't get a chance to talk about the deadline. The trade deadline is next.
Is it at the end of the month?
Is this the 29th?
Let's see. Trade deadline. I think we looked this up last time. I can't ever remember. MLB. Where's Deb? Deb says she likes that guy. She hopes he comes back.
That's right.
Deadline is, don't you hate it when they just never give you the date? July 31st at 6 p.m.
The 31st. Okay. So that is perfect. So we will be back in 2 weeks on the 31st following the trade deadline, and we'll have up-to-date news on whatever moves your Chicago White Sox and your Chicago Cubs have made. I'm expecting, obviously, Cubs will be buyers. White Sox will be, again, sellers.
Cubs need to buy.
Cubs are winning and the White Sox are losing. That's
Cubs need to buy third base and starting pitching.
And the Sox need to just sell anything and get out of the baseball business. I'm just disgusted. Anyways, sorry, that took a turn. That took a turn. My mood really changed right there. Okay. Well, once again, thanks, Laurence. And thank you, Kristen. Thank you to all of you. Special shout out to our friend Deb. Thanks for everybody who tuned in, rocked with us tonight. Much appreciated. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Peace.
Bye.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.